with that aside, let's take a look at our third team for today. This is Stay22 from Canada. Now, Stay22 is a one-stop online travel agency that has a built in that has built an interactive map in order to help businesses provide travelers with the most suitable accommodations for them. And this is through an easy and seamless experience. All right, same protocol. You got 5 minutes. Jumpstart your dream now.
Wonderful. Expedia, $16 billion. Booking Holding, $86 billion. Ctrip, $21 billion. The online travel industry is a growing sector worth billions of dollars that had no sign of slowing down. This is true up until November 15, exactly 3 months ago. The three biggest OTA online travel agencies went down by 25% in one single day. Let me get this. In one single day, combining a whooping $13 billion in only a single click. Now you're wondering what happened. Well, for them, they reached out the break-even point where they were not able to sustain a profitable business reaching out to users on that specific customer acquisition channel. How can you compete against Google, who own and dominate the online search market? No matter how much you throw at them, the system is rigged. They own it. Well, this means that the timing is perfect and ripe for disruption. I'm Andrew, CEO and co-founder of Stay22. We found a way to reach hundreds of millions of travelers without spending a single penny on advertising. Through a contextual map, travelers can now have a curated experience where they can find all the relevant information right there in one single place. Everything is already pre-filled for them, so they don't need to enter nothing. We simply use the data point that we have from them to provide a better experience. So you probably heard that before, right? So here's the real kicker. Instead of fighting against Expedia and Booking.com on Google through search ads to reach your user, Stay22s go directly to the end user, meaning that we know exactly when they're the most likely to convert because they're a captive user. And that has been possible through our partners. We count already more than thousands of them across the world. Our solution is easy. Our partners can integrate it in matters of minutes, and they can start to generate new revenues at the same time. For them, this is only a third-party integration that can be set up in millions of websites and transaction flow worldwide. Our revenue model is even more straight. We work through an affiliate business model. Every single time a user ends up booking in hotels or Airbnb, we make a commission out of it, and that we're able to share back with our partners after. Those partners are the one that made the company possible. And that's how we were able to reach those high intent buyers that don't only convert 1, 2 times or 3 times as much, but almost 4 times as much as what the industry average is. We know when to reach them and how. This is what the Stay22 value brings to this. And this is how we're also able to reach those users for only a small fraction of the cost of what our competitors are paying today. You understand why this is a winning business? Well, this has been possible through our amazing team of hustlers and hackers. They're the one that put up with this. They might look young, but believe me, they're dedicated. The first 8 of us work on this for almost a full year without getting a paycheck to make that dream a reality. My co-founder, Ahmed, is already the second travel startup. As for myself, in Canada. Stay22 is the perfect combination of both of our expertise. And this is how we will manage to get to the next point. The company has been launched exactly 3 years ago in 3 months. And since then, we managed to process more than $24 million simply last year. Growing at over 400% year over year, we're on track to revolutionize the travel industry. And at this rate, we'll be able to do another 3x for 2020. And it's only the beginning. As we're adding new services like parking, restaurants, and travel itinerary nearby. This is how we'll be able to provide them as well with much more value and a curated experience that's behind. Within the next 5 years, Stay22 will be able to help more than 1 million travelers. That's going to be worldwide and project more than $500 million of revenues by working closer with them. So what about Hong Kong? Well, since we've been selected for the event, we already fly once to Hong Kong and sign major partnership with Travel China Guide, RedTix, 247 tickets. So please, who's ready to jumpstart into that relationship with us and come change the world one day at a time? Thank you.
Wow, again, perfect timing. Thank you so much. And judges, please don't be shy. Please pose your questions right now. Thank you. All right, let me actually take a look at the questions. Actually, let me read it out. So, first of all, this is from Raymond, and he said, "How do you squeeze margin from other platforms?" And the second one is, "Your entry barrier is not high. Now, what is the strategy in keeping your competitive position?" That's Raymond's question.
Yeah, good question. So we first started with aggregators, meaning that we were getting a smaller share of the big pie. When you think that the travel margin are usually between 10 to 15 up to 20%, we started with only about 5% margin coming out of that. But as we're getting grower and we're able to get direct relationship with partners and hotels, we're able to get better margin. And this year we're looking to double that margin as of now. To answer your number two question, how can we keep that higher entry barrier? Because we reach out to over 17 million users each month as of now, we have all those data points about them for one specific events, let's say. And by using the venues information, the ticketing platform, as well as the aggregator, we're also able to show the user where the others attendees for that specific event are going to stay in the city. Meaning that since we're already the market leader, we can leverage that data to create a better entry barrier for us, making sure that no one else can come after what we have.
Thank you.
Any
And another one is from Johnny. Actually, he wants to know what is the margin on your revenues.
margin as of now are at 5% on average.
Okay, and from Philip, any confirmed OTAs, any financial model based on the commission sharing?
Yeah, so we already work right now with Booking.com, Expedia as well, Hotel.com, and also aggregators that are going through. Those are a great way to get a better margin and better market. I'm sorry. So with roughly about 35 million listing, as well as Airbnb. Though our goal is to get direct connection and work directly with a provider. So that's how we'll be able to increase the margin to get that 10 to 15%.
Okay, and in a question from Johnny, a cash burn now and a road to break even?
Yeah, so last month we actually processed over $130,000 USD of booking of revenues that we get from them, and we reach out break even. So meaning that this is why we're going through a new financing round as we speak, to be able to double down on what's been working in terms of sales and marketing.
Perfect. And any other last question from judges? We got about half minute. Just going once, going twice. All right, that's it for questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you once again for the presentation.